Hello everybody, this is Ali Reza. Welcome to another Kianda the Smart Home tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to pair PAN30 to Fibaro gateway to show you how it's done and check compatibility. PAN13 is a Z-Wave 700 series in wall double switch from Philio company. It has overload protection and can measure power consumption. If overload is detected, the device will be disabled until power is disconnected and connected again. Another feature this device has, which I like it, is that you can set the threshold of overload protection from 0.1 to 7.5 ampere. Let's jump to the mission. My Fibaro unit in this video is Home Center 3 Lite. Inclusion procedure is the same using Home Center 3. And I got the same result about compatibility testing Home Center 3. Let's add the device PAN30 to Fibaro Home Center. After connecting to Fibaro, in Fibaro I select Settings on the left panel. In this column I select Devices. By clicking on plus at the top right corner of the display, this page opens. By clicking on Start Adding, Fibaro Home Center enters into inclusion mode. While it is in inclusion mode, by entering the device PAN30 to inclusion mode, it will be added to Fibaro. Before that, I select, or let's say check, network-wide inclusion. Learning mode duration by default is 30 seconds. You can increase it or decrease it by clicking on plus icon or minus. I click on Start Adding. Fibaro enters into inclusion mode. We can set the device into inclusion mode using two ways. Clicking the Z-Wave button 3 times within 2 seconds. Or if the device is installed, by using external switch, we can do the inclusion or exclusion for 30 minutes after powering up the device. I disconnect the device, disconnect the power of the device and connect it again. I use external switch to include the device. Fibaro Home Center is in inclusion mode. I trigger the switch 3 times within 2 seconds. Immediately Fibaro detected the device. Wait till configuration completes. Device added and configured. Let's navigate to dashboard. These are all related to PAN30. This is the parent device. The rest are children. This is used to control one of the relays and this is used to control the other relay. We have the power consumption of relay 1 and relay 2 individually and some of them here. We have voltage for each relay and together. We have the same for showing or measuring ampere or power factor. This power factor is related to relay 1. This one is related to relay 2. Some associations must be set. By default, if we turn on the device using external switch, we can't see which relay is turned on or off using Fibaro UI. To fix this, navigate to Settings in Fibaro Home Center, select Devices. Select the parent device, click the arrow sign here to open its page. Navigate to Associations. In Select Source Endpoint drop-down list, select Endpoint 1. In Select Group drop-down list, select Group 2. In Select Target Device, select Controller Multi-Channel. After that, click on plus sign in front of the lists. Wait till association is set. This association is related to relay 1. We have to do the same for relay 2. I select endpoint 2, group 2, and controller multi-channel. Click plus. Now we have the immediate feedback of each relay using external switch. Let's test it. I navigate to dashboard. You see that Fibaro immediately displayed the real status of each relay. There are two more associations that I think must be set. They are related to reporting power consumption. Again, I navigate to settings in Fibaro, select devices, select the parent device of PAN30. Navigate to associations. In select source endpoint drop-down list, I select endpoint 3. Select group, I choose group 2, and target device, I select controller multi-channel. Then I click on plus sign. I do the same for endpoint 4. It's done. Let's navigate to dashboard. Now we have the report of power consumption of each relay immediately. Here, this is 0, this is 0. Let's turn on each relay. I turned on relay 1 using Fibaro. Immediately the power consumption is displayed here. Now I use external switch to turn on the other relay. Immediately we have its power consumption. And here we have the sum of them. Let's talk about setting of external switch. By default, it is set to edge mode. Pay attention how this switch works. I turn on one of the relays using external switch. By turning off the switch, it is off, on, off. Now I turn on one of the relays. Then I use Fibaro UI to turn the relay off. Look how the switch works to turn the relay on again. In order to change the setting of external switch, we have to use parameter number 5. How? Navigate to setting in Fibaro Home Center, select devices, select the parent device, click the arrow sign in front of the parent device. Parent device is the first device. Navigate to parameters, click add parameter. As I said, parameter number 5 is related to setting external switch. I enter 5 in parameter section. Then by clicking here, its related page opens. Set value. This parameter is 1 byte in size. By default, it is set to 1, which means edge mode. Setting this parameter to 2 means pulse mode. If you use momentary switches, you have to set parameter number 5 to 2. I set this parameter to number 3 as it means edge toggle. After entering 3 in value section, I click on save in order to set parameter. Device updated. The parameters configuration has been updated. Refresh the page to view changes. Refresh. Okay, let's test what happens. I navigate to dashboard. The relay is on. I turn off the switch. It is off. By changing the status of the switch, the status of relay is changed. I turn off the relay using Fibaro UI. By changing the status of the switch, the status of relay is changed. The last step is removing the device from Fibaro Home Center. If you want to remove the device from Fibaro, navigate to Settings in Fibaro UI, select Devices. By clicking on minus at the top right corner of the display, or let's say the UI, we can set our controller into exclusion mode. Learning mode duration by default is set to 300 seconds. We can increase it or decrease it. By clicking on Start Removing, Fibaro enters into exclusion mode. While Fibaro Home Center is in exclusion mode, by clicking the Z-Wave button of PAN30 3 times within 2 seconds, it will be removed. If you have any question, do not hesitate to leave comments. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't done already. You can support me by buying me a coffee. I'll see you in the next video.